Hey y'all, Irix Guy here, and it is September the 14th of 2020. That's 2020, the year that we want to forget. But I want to remind everyone I do have the sound of the Super Chat. So anytime you choose to Super Chat, you Super Chat down in that little chat area. You click the little Super Chat icon. Anytime you Super Chat, this thing will erupt. And if we get through $100 US during a single live show, I will break out the drum. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. And admittedly, first comment, Jake, welcome aboard, man. Welcome aboard. Do you have train videos to share? You had mentioned some train videos that you were filming the other day. Do you have any of those to share with the viewers on your channel? Post a link, and we will we'll send a swarm your way, man. But the GoPro, so the GoPro HERO9, and I had mentioned this actually, I think it was last week, things that are coming soon. And sure enough, GoPro is going to be releasing the new GoPro HERO9 Wednesday. So that would be Wednesday, the 16th of September. So, a few things that are expected to be present. Obviously, the in-camera stabilization is supposed to be even better, and also a forward-facing screen, similar to what we've seen on the DJI, the Osmo Action, where you can, if you're filming yourself in selfie mode, you've got a screen to see if you're properly framed. So that's a rumor, and then obviously also a bigger battery. But people are saying the bigger battery may be to power the screen. So as far as actual added camera battery life, it really may not make a difference, if it's using some of that larger battery to power the screen. The Jake says, unfortunately, the line was closed. Talking about the trains. And he said, today I got to see a Canada Coast Guard research ship from Ottawa. Ottawa is in Canada. Very cool. So GoPro HERO9, obviously as soon as it becomes available, I'll have a link on my website, and you can expand this video's description and then click the link there, because as soon as it becomes available, you'll be able to find it there. I will be picking up the GoPro HERO9. Admittedly, I've skipped the past few GoPros. I skipped the Hero 8, and actually I think I skipped the Hero 7 as well. I just kind of got away and tinkered with, I was tinkering with drones really heavily, and I was tinkering with the Sony Alpha cameras, but obviously the GoPro fills a gap that's a necessary gap, and that's, being able to get it wet, take it underwater, bang it around, like you don't care. It's capable of attaching to a lot of things, and if it bangs into something, it's probably going to be okay. I mean, obviously you don't want to take your Sony Alpha camera or something like that out and bang it around and get it wet. And I mean, that's just stupid. So yeah, GoPro serves a purpose. Jake says, I found out later that CP was working on that section. I wonder what they were doing. So, yeah, man, GoPro HERO9 ought to be, I'm not going to make the claim it'll be revolutionary, but I think having that front, if they do indeed release the forward-facing screen on the GoPro HERO9, I think that's going to be a huge upgrade. Silas, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard, Silas. Got my H2O. I did about a 30-minute ride on the Peloton app, and man, that's some good exercise. Jake says, the ship was visiting here in Kingston. I got to watch them leave, headed for Burlington, Ontario. Super cool. Yeah, so obviously stay tuned for the GoPro HERO9 unboxing, the review. I'm going to exhaustively field test it, taking it up on the Appalachian Trail. That's something I'm excited about, is being able to mount, the GoPro HERO9, because I haven't used a GoPro in a while, and just the ability to, attach them to something and get that without having to use a gimbal, because now the software, the software stabilization in the GoPros is solid. you know, when they came out with the GoPro Karma drone, and then they had the Karma grip that you could use in conjunction with the GoPro camera. Now they've pretty much made, GoPro's pretty much made a gimbal, you know, dead weight. I mean, why carry it when you can use, you know, in-camera stabilization? There's rumors that GoPro Hero 9 is going to do 5K, which is great. You know, I could use 5K and then, you know, crop it into 4K. I don't personally right now, and I like to be ahead of the curve with video quality. Brad, welcome aboard, man. Welcome aboard, Brad. Welcome aboard. You know, I like to be ahead of the pack, but I think right now filming in 4K is really about all you need to do, because I think it's going to be a while before 8K TVs really catch on. I mean, you know, 4K, 1080p Full HD to 4K Ultra HD, that was a major visual leap. But I mean, unless you're doing something huge, like you're a multi-billionaire or a multi-millionaire, and you got those huge screens that are 8K, I don't really see that there's a big viewership, a big demographic right now that's using 8K. So for that reason, I can wait for more affordable and better 8K camera options to hit the market. Jake says CP Rail was doing something called mow or maintenance of way. Huh. So I guess they like get out on the track and figure out if there's stuff in the way and that's crazy, man. Oh, a guy was eaten by a bear. Yeah, a guy was eaten by a bear. Jake says, so basically rail repair. So where I'm going backpacking in a few weeks in the Smoky Mountains, it hit, the news hit, it was a few days ago, but these hikers were out in Smoky Mountain National Park, and you can Google this and find the story, but they found a tent, and there was nobody in the tent, and then they walked around the corner from the campsite, and there was a bear eating something, and the bear was eating a guy. So, you know, now I haven't heard the rest of the story yet. I'm hoping something else comes out. I mean, black bears typically aren't aggressive, but, you know, something had happened allegedly the prior year at the same campsite, and the guy died of a meth overdose. But then he was eaten by a bear. But this time, they haven't released all the details. So the interesting thing will be, was he killed by the bear, or did something else kill him and then the bear ate him? Either way, it was a total tragedy because the guy was eaten by a bear. You know, whether the bear killed him or whether something else killed him, he was still eaten by the bear. And then the bear was in bad situation because he ate a human, so they had to put down the people had to put down the bear. So not a cool experience. But I will be going backpacking there in a few weeks, and I'm hoping that, you know, I'll be able to get some good GoPro Hero 9 videos. Jake says that bear must have been really hungry. That's the only time they will eat a person. Yeah, and see, that's kind of the scary part, because see, this time of the year, you know, bears are getting ready to, they're trying to fatten up and getting ready to hibernate. So, well, actually, they won't hibernate for a few more months, but, you know, they're eating a lot of nuts and berries and that kind of stuff. So you're right. I mean, I guess the bear was really hungry and just wanted to put on some extra weight. And, but something I found interesting, at least the stories that I found about the guy, the man that was eaten by a bear in the Smoky Mountains last week, something interesting I found about it, there was nothing in any of the articles that I found. There were several different articles that I found online, but none of them mentioned any damage to the tent. So it doesn't sound like the guy was in his tent and, you know, the bear ripped into the tent and drug him out and killed him. So at least that's encouraging. Jake says, black bears normally avoid people, and only if they are starved will they kill a person. Yeah. Black bears they're not like a grizzly or a polar bear. Now, grizzly or polar bear, they're not going to mess around. But, what you also got to worry about are the cougars. The cougars are all over the Smoky Mountains. And the cougars will, they can go out and roam at night. Typically your black bear, right around sunrise, right before sunset, that's where they're at their peak. But I don't think bears are typically that active overnight. During the night, you got to worry about the cougars. And Jake says, but God knows if something happened to him before, and bears are scavengers too. Yeah, I mean, it's, who knows? I mean, and that's one thing. I mean, when you're in the backcountry, you need to do a lot of things. Number one, when you get inside that tent, you don't want to have any, you could have some bottles of water with you, but don't have chewing gum, don't have toothpaste, don't have anything that's scented, because those scents can attract a bear. And it's that's not cool, when you're camping and you got a bear come up. So, always use the bear pulley systems. That's one good thing about the Smoky Mountains. They've got bear pulley systems at all the backcountry campsites. And backcountry campsites, you got to register anyway. So if you don't, if you're not out there the next day, they'll find you, because, you you book them night by night. And I think is it a 2 or 3 night maximum you can stay at a backcountry campsite in the Smokies. Jake says cougars are rare in Canada and in Maine too. Yeah, cougars. I've never run into a cougar in the, well, actually, I've seen a lynx. I've never run into a cougar. I've had a wild boar that ran past us. And, yeah, Jake says he could have died beforehand and the bear found him and thought he was a free meal. Yeah, no doubt. There's a lot of things that could have happened. And that's what blows my mind. There's a lot of backcountry people that'll, I'll go hiking alone for exercise, but only during the day. There's people you will see when I'm out with my backpacking buddies. There's people you'll run into solo backpacking. I don't know how people do that. I'd never do that. I'd be freaked out, and it's dangerous because, if something happens and you're by yourself, you don't have any way to get out of certain situations. Jake says cougars are endangered in Canada and the United States. Yeah, I bet, like you said, I bet the cougars are pretty rare. But man, that guy getting eaten by a black bear, that's raw. Hey, Brad Hendo. Hello. I pretty much drank all this water, man. I was thirsty, man. Need to get some more water. I just eat some of this ice. Oh, man. Thirsty. Jake says, wild boars are pests in Texas. You can legally shoot them year-round. Brad says, you think you'll buy the new GoPro? 100% certain. Because, number one, I'm going backpacking. And what better way to test the new GoPro than to take it into the backcountry where you've got awesome environment and, wildlife and all kinds of stuff to video. Jake says, let the ice melt, then you've got more water. Yeah, no joke. I just don't want to get up and get any. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely, Brad. Are you going to pick up the new GoPro, or are you going to wait and see how it performs, or what's your stance on the new GoPro? See, I've got tons of GoPro mounts that, that's the good thing about GoPro. They've never abandoned their little GoPro mounting bracket, which is great. But yeah, it'll be cool to tinker with some new tech. And what's interesting, I bet, if my gut's correct, I bet they won't even release another 360 or VR camera. And that's a shame, man. I really wanted to see 360-degree spherical, VR, whatever you want to call it, that type of video format catch on. It never did. It never did. And I don't know if that's because people were unwilling to learn how to edit the 360 spherical video, or people just felt it was too cumbersome to watch. And I tell you, man, that was one of the cool things. Let's see. WXBB, your channel doesn't have as many viewers as you used to get. Yeah, man, I got to ramp this thing up. So everybody WXBB, everybody ask them to subscribe. People people you don't know, just say, hey, subscribe to youtube.com/IRIX guy. And he'd appreciate it. And I would, because I'm an independent YouTube channel. So, yeah, man, I'm struggling right now. I'm at, let's see, where am I? 76,515. I have not hit 100,000 subscribers yet. And I'm shy, let's see, what am I, like 55 million video views. I've got to get to 100 million video views and 100,000 subscribers ASAP. So tell everybody let's help make that happen, man. I appreciate it. Jake says, coyotes can be legally shot in defense of livestock. Brad says, not sure due to other upcoming tech expenses. No doubt, man. Cool thing about a GoPro, though, is that it's such a hot product. Now, obviously, when GoPros first came out, they were even hotter. People wanted to really obsess over watching the GoPro videos. And, but still, I mean, when a new GoPro comes out, people want to know, how does it look? And they want to see somebody that's used the previous model GoPro. So that's why I'm excited about it. I mean, for me, it'll add value to my channel because it'll help me with views and subscribers. And obviously, I'll have fun with the GoPro because I love GoPro cameras. And Brad says, I sold all my other GoPros and only have the Osmo Action currently. I'm in the same boat, man. I've got the Osmo Action. It's a good camera, and I like the face-forward view on it. Jake says, I hate to say it, but I am a hunter and do hunt bears and coyotes, deer, moose, and even oh, man, you can't have bobcats. Bobcats are cool, man. Brad says, there's a lot of upcoming stuff I still want, including the new MacBook 20. Yeah, the new MacBook, and you're the one that said it, man. I think you're probably right. I think they're going to release, if not release, I think they're going, like you said, announce the ARM-based, the new Apple processor-based MacBook Pro. I think that's coming this week, at least the announcement. I'm going to be a late adopter of that because I just upgraded to this Intel MacBook Pro. Jake says, but everything I hunt is so I can live. I only take what I need. Very cool. Jake says, and what's in season, I never poach. That's just stupid and unlawful. Yeah, it definitely is. Stupid and unlawful. You're right. You heard it. Well, I know what probably will be tomorrow. Apple Watch, I'd say 100% sure. iPhone 12, yeah, tomorrow for sure. That new tag thing that you can track stuff with, probably for sure tomorrow. I don't know, but Apple's known to surprise us. But, recently old Tim Cook hasn't been cooking up as much excitement as he used to. I mean, God, I remember back when Steve Jobs came on, it was like a candy store every time he got on stage and unveiled all this new stuff. And Tim Cook does a good job. He's just not Steve Jobs, man. He doesn't have the just the shock and awe type effect. But You think they push the iPhone back? You think they wait on the iPhone? That's good. I finally got some ice. Yeah, man, we gotta get that new iPhone, man. They need to come out with that. Brad said iPhone will probably have its own iPhone announcement later this month, not tomorrow. Cool, man. I guess they'll better position it for a holiday release. Be able to get the iPhone 12 around the holidays. Yeah, man, that'll be cool. Maybe I'll put USB-C on that thing, man. I'm tired of this lightning cable, man. Lightning cable just irritates me. I look at the lightning cable, I just get irritated. Lightning cable, you irritate me. Irritate me. Apple being such a great design company, they need to learn to do away with this lightning style connector. Because whether it's branded by Apple brand or third party, these things always come off. And those little things you see on it, they get burn marks or they stop working. Makes me mad. Jay says, oh, Irish guy, you really know how to make us laugh. I meant to do the cheer. Cool. Thank you. Brad says, you think you'll get the DJI racing drone if they announce one this fall? Probably so, because that'll be it'll be fun to tinker with. It'll be fun to get out in the field and make some videos of the racing drone if they release it. I probably won't go racing, but at least for review purposes, it'd be kind of cool. Jake says he just got his hands on an AK-74, the modern day variant of the AK-47. Very cool. Very, very, very cool, man. That's an awesome, and is that one 7.62 by 3.9 also, or is it different? Yeah. Man, that was an intense workout on that Peloton app. I'm just glad I finally found the app that I want to use. And I tell you, Zwift was really cool. And there's another app called Fulgaz, Fulgaz. It was super cool. But this, this Peloton app, those people get in your face and they yell at you and tell you to stand up and sit down and tell you to change the resistance. And it just gets you going, man. And again, it's not a simulator, and that's the thing that's kind of disappointing because, see, with Zwift, it was like riding a bike, except it was in a cartoon world. But you had, distance traveled, you had different terrain, you could harass the other cyclists as they ride by. There's a lot of cool stuff you could do in that. But for me, it just didn't motivate me. I need somebody to be in my face, tell me what to do, and just, get mad and exercise. And that's what Peloton app does for me. And I've only been doing it for about a week. And I've lost, I'm still fat, but I've lost like about 5 or 6 pounds already. But all I'm doing is drinking water and unsweet tea. I'm eating whatever I want to eat. I've just cut out the sweets. And if I drink anything, I'll just drink like whiskey with water. So, if I drank something other than water or unsweet tea. Jake says, reminder, I am a weapon collector. I've done some comparison between the AK-47 and AK-74, and they are not too different from one another. But the AK-74 is a bit larger and in stock is longer. Do you have any videos on your channel, or is this just like off of YouTube? So yeah, guys, and Sony's got an announcement. We got Apple this week having an announcement. GoPro's having an announcement. Sony's having an announcement. And It's gonna be an exciting week for cameras and tech, man. It is going to be an exciting week. Super exciting. Just looking at, I get all these notifications, man. I get notified. Let's see what I got here. What kind of notifications do I have? Ooh, I got free chicken tenders. I want them. It's funny, man, these loyalty programs now, if you buy food and use loyalty programs, now the big thing is a lot of places don't give you points. You just buy through their app, and then sometimes they'll send you free food. So I just got, somebody sent me 5 boneless wings. So I'm feeling good about that. Feeling good. Brad says, I'm thinking about trying to do more YouTube, but I'm so self-conscious and talking to camera is difficult for me. Simple, man. Just get you some whiskey or get you some natty ice, and you're good to go. That's the trick to YouTube. And after you do that for a while, then you just get used to it. And you can do it like I am, just sitting here drinking a glass of H2O. H2O. That's more frozen H2O than it is H2O. Fly Right Drones. Welcome back, man. Welcome back. Fly Right Drone says, hey, there's the man, Irix guy. No, you the man. You the man, Fly Right Drones. Welcome aboard. Jake says, AK-74s and AK-47s both have to take the same rounds, including most NATO standard rounds. Cool. Very cool. Yeah, those things are fun, man. I love taking just like a little cheap Wasser, W-A-S-R, from the Kujir Arsenal. Taking one of those things out to the range and just having fun with it. Those things are, surprisingly, for iron sights and such a cheap rifle, man, that Wasser is an awesome thing. I mean, even with the iron sights, I can hit stuff, down range at times. That is cool. So are they pretty cool in Canada about rifles and pistols, or do you have to go through a bunch of hoopla to be able to get them? Or is it pretty easy? So yeah, this exciting week, Apple, GoPro, Sony. Going to be a week full of tech. Yeah, and Sony's saying that Sony's live stream. Oh, 1800. Is that today? 1800 Pacific. So 1800 Pacific daylight time would be, what would that be in New York? Well, let's see. 1300 is 1, 1400 is 2, 1500 is 3, 1600 is 4, 1700 is 5, 1800 is 6. So if they're saying 6 p.m. Pacific, is that like 7 or 8 New York? Huh. Well, that's exciting, man. So, I stand corrected. Sony's releasing their Sony A7C today. Huh. And I can tell you, I'm already a little bit upset by that, because supposedly the A7C is going to be using a new type of lens system. Who wants a new type of lens system? Not me. We need to stick with Sony E-mount, because everybody's been buying these E-mount lenses. Jake says, the AK-74 also has a GP-74 grenade launcher mounted. Very cool. He says, you need a special permit now, talking about in Canada. If I didn't have that, the police saw what I had, they would arrest me on the spot. And Jake says it's 8:39 here in Kingston, Ontario, Canada. Yeah, that's cool, man. That'd be a fun afternoon out at the range with that. Have a good time. Let's see. Yeah, so that Sony announcement, man, that's going to be soon. I'm still excited to see what they announce, but I know I'm going to be disappointed. Here's the specs. They leaked, apparently. Apparently, it's going to be a 24.2 megapixel. And, oh, now they're saying the lens mount is E-mount. So if that's the case, that's cool. I was getting irritated. Oh, and they're saying it's going to be full frame. So if it's full frame, and if it does, now the question is, will it do 4K video? So if it'll do 4K video, and if it has a flip forward screen, you know, that could be an excellent B camera. You know, if you're, like I use the A7R4 as my primary, but I shoot stills with that too. Fly Right Drones, that is a good question. I have to go into my storage area and check. Man, this ice has not melted. It has not melted. Okay, so yeah, check that out. Sony A7C is rumored to announce today. And then GoPro on Wednesday, and then Apple, is Apple Wednesday or Tuesday? I forget. I think it's Wednesday. It's going to be a week full of exciting stuff. Super duper exciting. So on that note, I'm going to go watch a little bit of television. We've gone about a half hour, and I just wanted to, announce to the world that the GoPro is releasing the GoPro HERO9 on Wednesday. So that's going to be super, super cool. And I will definitely be picking up the GoPro HERO9 because that's something, I want to unbox, review, and thoroughly field test. Silas says, is the GoPro HERO9 going to be better than the Insta360R? Well, I don't know. From what I've heard, I don't think the GoPro HERO9 is going to do 360. I think it's going to be, just like a 16:9. I'm actually thinking that GoPro may be stepping away from the 360-degree spherical, which disappoints me because, I would love to, I'd love to see another 360-degree spherical camera. And Jake says, my sisters McKenna and Maya just joined you. Very cool. Far Right Jones says, awesome. But yeah, guys, stay tuned because I will be pumping out the GoPro HERO9 content like a crazy person. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So I will be pumping out that GoPro HERO9 content, and I'm excited. It's always exciting when there's a new camera coming out that you're excited about, So it is going to be very, very fun. And since it comes from GoPro, I know it'll be awesome. So on that note, everyone, appreciate everyone tuning in. Just kind of a short live show. I had that I wanted to share with the world. And again, stay safe and stay tuned because we got a lot of good stuff coming soon. See y'all later and be safe. Hey y'all, Iric Sky here. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe, like, and share. It's viewers like you that enable my channel to continue to grow. Thank you.